Hi there. Today I'm going to do a bit of work on the bike. As you can see, I've got a new bike, Suzuki Boulevard. It's the 109R. 1800. I've done a few wee bits and pieces to it. I've added a screen on it. Some think the screen's a bit ugly, but when you ride your bike every day, it sort of keeps the wind off your chest. I've added double USB sockets down here, phone holder up here, heated grips for the winter time, for these cold mornings. Not that it gets that cold in Australia. Everything else is pretty standard, but what I'm going to do is add a tail tidy, or a fender eliminator as some people call it. Now, the one that's on it at present is the standard one. It's this whole black thing with the lights, and I'm going to replace it with this. So this one comes off, this one bolts up under here, number plate fits on it. Now this is a guy makes them. This it comes, it's stainless steel. It's not like these Meccano cheap ones that you get on eBay. This is a good stainless steel one. It's absolutely solid. The guy can do it with LED light, number plate light, and it's got the brackets as well for your indicators. And he also does the wire complete with plug, so there's no faffing about with wires and soldering it. So that's what we're doing. Tail tidy, or fender eliminator as some people call it, and that'll go on. Anyway, there we go. Here's what it looks like to start with. So in order to do this, one of the first jobs we have to do is remove the seat. And like most bikes, locks are very stiff when it's new. We just unlock it with a key, and the seat comes off. Put that in a safe place, and we'll have to take this section off first, the cowling, which is by these two bolts. So first job's first to take these off. It's an Allen key, or use a socket, and these should come off pretty easily, like that. And same with the one on the other side. Now, this cowling at the back here is where your back seat goes. I haven't put the back seat on, I've just left the cowling because it looks really nice. But if you want to put your back seat on, you take these two bolts out and take the cowling off, put the back seat on, and it bolts onto these same screws. So there's the second bolt out, and this cowling should just lift off like that. And I'll put that to the side with the seat and put the two screws next to it so you don't get it confused. Now, the next job is we'll have to take this panel off here. So there's a couple of bolts here, Allen keys, a couple of bolts here, and I think there's another one. I'll show you when I find it. I'm sure there's another bolt, but I'll go ahead and whip these off. Now that's 4 screws taken out of this. There's 2 more just down at this panel. This panel here pops out, and you see there's a screw under here. Take that out, and there's one at the other side. So yeah, just that panel here pops out, and unscrew that, and the one at the other side. Now this is the other side again. Panel just pops out, and you take it off with your ratchet. So there we go, we've got a ratchet on it. Just unbolt it like that and take it off. I think there's another 2 under the back somewhere, maybe, but we'll have a look once we get this off. Now I've got the 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 out, one each side. And now we'll have to go under the back. I don't know if you're going to see this or not. It's a bit dark under here, but there's 2 Phillips head screws, just one there and one at the other side there. They have to come out. And once they're out,
you should be able to lift the top off. They're quite easy to get, quite easy. You can get a screwdriver into them, fairly simple.
Right, the 2 screws underneath are off, so this should just lift off. Now when you lift it up, just watch like that, because there's a wire just sitting in there. Just disconnect them, well, this one anyway, and you'll be able to take the cowling off. It should disconnect quite easily. Just push that down. Yeah, there it is. Push the end down like that, and it just unclips. But I'll need both hands. So as you can see, I've unplugged that. The backs came off. We've got all other wires here. I think that one might be there's 2 for indicators. Yeah, they'll be your indicator left and right. And the one here will be your tail light, which your new thing just plugs into. So anyway, to take it off, we just undo these bolts and the old fender comes off. I'll do that now. Plate it off, and then you've got a bolt here, just in here. You just need to take that one out, and under these wires at this side, take these out and it should come off. And also you've got these bolts, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 2 in here, 6 bolts, and this whole tidy will come off. Now once you've got all these screws out, just listen to that wind, it's wild out there. Once you've got all these screws out, just unplug all these wires. Just remember the grey goes into the white and the blacks go into the black or greyish, and that's your tail light one. But just remember to hook them back up the way they were, and yeah, so you don't want to get the wires mixed up, or you'll be putting your right indicator and your left will come on. So we'll just unplug these, I take the tail tidy off, make the little alteration that it needs, and then we'll put the new one on. And just in case you were wondering, to take these off, these plugs off, you lift that wee catch up the way, pull it back, and it unplugs like that. Okay, that one's the same. And this one for the back here, that just pulls out. We'll need to cut the cable tie so as we can take the eliminator right off. And that'll be that done. Now, just as a secondary thing, if you wanted to turn your bike into a bobber, there you go. It's all cut out and everything. Just chop the back off, put a number plate down the side. Bob's your uncle, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to put the fender eliminator on. So I'll cut these cable ties and then we'll swap everything around. Now I've took the back fender off, excuse me, and I've pulled all the wires through. So there we go. Now what we're going to do next is carefully cut this part off, and we're going to go around here, right round there, and cut it off just under that lip, nice and flush, nice and tidy, so as we have this part separate, can be bolted back on the bike with a new piece. So we'll cut that off, and then we'll transfer all this onto the new bike, onto the new eliminator. So when you're doing this, you're going to use a hacksaw. Make sure your wires are all pulled forward out the way, so your hacksaw doesn't cut them. Put it somewhere sturdy like in a vise. And then, sorry, that was all over the place. Saw it with a hacksaw, just under this line. Saw it right off, and then we're ready to put the new one on. So there we go, separated. It's that bit and this bit. As you can see, where it was joined on. You could take a buff, a small grinder or something, and just buff the edge away if you want. just to tidy it up before it's fitted on, and then once that's done, it's just a case of putting everything back together. So what we're going to do is transfer everything from here onto this one. So what we'll do is we'll do it bit at a time, so as we keep the indicators and everything right way around. You can get different indicators if you want. I'm going to use them. So the indicators will transfer onto here, number plate transfer onto here, then it bolts onto this. Well, we'll put that in the bike first and then bolt that on. Now, blood, cut my thumb, typical. I'll need to go and get a plaster, I'll be back, and then we'll start transferring everything over. Take the indicator off. You see the recess the indicator fits into, it's a funny shape. Yeah. And there's a plastic bit on here, that shape, right? That doesn't fit into the recess on these ones. So what you can do is take that one off completely, because it's gone, vanished. Okay, and then you slip it on, and you'll find when the indicator goes on, there's a shape bit on the end of the indicator fits into a recess. Like the shape bit there fits into that recess, and it's at a funny angle, like it's pointing, the lights are going to be pointing down, but they're not, because your tail tide is going to be sitting like that, at that angle on the bike. So the indicators will be sitting level. So once you get them on, take that washer out, put them on, thread the nut and the washer on the back, and crank it up, just the same as that one. Okay, there's the indicators on, looking good. Still blood on it, but never mind. Now just put a number plate on, and as I said, the LED light's already in place there, so yeah. So the number plate light, there's 2 screws holding this one on. This has got 4 holes, so I'll put 4 bolts in it. And what I'm going to do is get rid of these wee ones and get security ones that screw on tight, but you can't get them off. Stops people stealing your plates. So in this kit that Ian does, it gives you a set of extra bolts for putting the back on and the tail tidy, because the original bolts are just no good. So what you do, put this back on. It's probably a good idea just to put all the bolts in finger tight, but for these ones at the back, put that plate on, and you can screw these long bolts up and put nuts on the top, or vice versa. I don't know if nuts will go on the top. Yeah, they might do. And yeah, so yeah, put all the bolts in hand tight, then use these long bolts, put your tail tidy on. You can run the bolts up from underneath, and they'll screw up through the top here, and then use the nuts that's supplied to screw the top half on, and yeah, it should be all good. Now I've sat this in place, I've bolted it on here. I still got the rest of this to bolt down, but I've bolted this on. New bolts go up, and there's a thread in this plastic, so you bolt them on, then put this plate on and put the nuts and washers on top, and that's it. And now I've connected these. I'm just going to make sure all the lights are the right way around before I do anything. So put the ignition on, so there we go. Wrong to start with, I've got an indicator on instead of a, so it must be these two. Yeah, now that should be the LED light on, and as you can see, it is lovely. And put the left indicator on. Yeah, and right indicator. Yeah, perfect. So it's just a matter, I'll get all this bolted back on, and put the cowling on after that, and that'll be it done. Well, there you go. That's her a bit done. Just put the seat back on. Helps when it's right way round. There we go, seat on, looking good. So ignition on, I'll put hazards on just to show it's working. There we go, both flashing away nicely. Brake lights on, and tail lights on. Flicker's a bit when the indicators are on, eh? But that's okay. And put the hazards off. That's just because the hazards are on. Really bright, that tail light. And as you notice, there's no reflector, but the guy includes this wee reflector strip to go on your number plate, so you're still legal. But you can buy, I was thinking of buying these wee round ones, and they're on a wee strip of metal, and you can bolt it to the back of here, so you have a wee round one here and a wee round one here, and that would be your reflectors if you're that fussy. But I think she looks good at that. Yeah, definitely. So there you go, fender eliminator. If you want one like that, contact the guy on Boulevard M109 Australia on Facebook and give Ian a shout and see if he's got any in stock. Absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you all later.